Dear learners, this is Miss Ba from KCS Kasinada College of Arts and Science. Today we are going to see about human resource management. Let us start. So first we are going to see about the definition of HRM, next objectives of HRM, and finally recruitment. Now, so what do you mean by HRM? So HRM is nothing but human resource management. Now, human resource management refers to the management of people in the organization. Okay. Now coming to the definition, according to Edwin B. Flippo, HRM can be defined as planning, organizing, directing, controlling, procurement, development, compensation, integration, and so on. So HRM can be defined as concerning with the people dimension in management. It is a process. It consists all these functions. Now next, objectives of HRM, that is the goals of HRM. So the first main objective is consider an employee as a human asset. That means we should not treat the employees as a cost. We should treat the employees as an asset. And second one is selecting the right number of employees at the right time. And third one is provide training and development to employees. And fourth one is providing fair wages, incentives, reward, and job security to the employees. And finally, retain the talented and skilled employees in the organization. So these are the goals of HRM. So the main aim of HRM is retain the talented and skilled employees in the organization as well as providing job security to the employees. Now next, recruitment. So recruitment means it is the process of searching prospective employee and stimulating them to apply for jobs in the organization. So it is the process of finding, searching the capable applicants for employment and make them to apply for the jobs in the organization. Now this recruitment can be done in two ways. There are two sources are there. The first one is internal and second one is external sources. Internal sources means here the recruitment can be done within the organization. So these are the various internal sources of recruitment. Now first one is promotion. So promotion means here it is an upward movement of an employee to a higher position in the organization, and this promotion can be taken place within the organization. For example, the sales executive can be promoted as a sales officer. Here the employee can move to the upward as well as his designation can be improved. He may get higher pay, he may get some benefits, and also he have some responsibilities. Now next, transfer. Transfer means shifting an employee from one location to another, or from one job to another, or from one unit to another. And this transfer can be taken place if a department has overstaffed employees, then they can be moved to the shortage departments. So the transfer can happen at any way, but transfer means shifting an employee from one location to another, one job to another, or one unit to another. And third one is referrals. Here the current employees can recommend their friends or relatives for the vacancies which is arised in the organization, and this program can be done in many companies. For example, TCS, they have a referral program called BYB, Bring Your Buddy, and Cognizant also have a program Bring Another Buddy, and HCL also have a program like Refer Your Buddy. So here the current employees can recommend their friends or relatives in their own organization. Now next, job postings. The job postings. So whenever the vacancies arise in the company, they are communicated to the employees through notice boards, newsletters or intranet. So overall the employees have required qualification and experiences, they can apply for the jobs. Now next source, retrenched employees. Here retired employees can be recruited because the organization want those employees' experience for growth. Now next, dependents of deceased employees. Sometimes or some companies may offer employment to the dependents of employees who died during the service. So the reason behind that is to provide support to the deceased employee's family. And last one is former employees. Here those employees who had left the organization can be rehired. So for this, some of the companies may have designed a special programs to bring them back. Now IBM has a program called Bring Her Back, and Tech Mahindra has a program called Start Over or Stay in Touch. So these are the sources of the internal recruitment. Now first one is promotion, which is arised within the organization, and second one is transfer, shifting an employee from one location to another, and third one is referrals. Here the current employees can recommend their friends or relatives, and fourth one is job postings. Whenever the posting arises, it will be communicated through notice board, newsletters or intranet. And next one is retrenched employees. Here the retired employees can be recruited for the organization growth. And next one is dependents of deceased employees. So if an employee is died during his service, for them an employment offered to the dependents of the employees to support their family. And last one is former employees. So those employees who had left the organization can be rehired. Now next one is external sources. So external sources means here the recruitment can be done from outside the organization. So the first source is advertisements. So here mostly many recruiters prefer advertisements because of their wide reach. So advertisement means they will advertise the vacancies in newspapers, magazines and journals. And second one is employment exchanges. So it acts as a link between the employers and the prospective employees. And next one is campus recruitment. You all know that. So the recruitment can be done in colleges, universities, research labs and other institutions. Now next one is consultants. So nowadays there are a lot of private consultancies are there. So they are recruiting through private consultants. So they act as a link between the candidates and the organization. And finally internet. So nowadays advertisements and recruitments can be placed in specialized sites like Naukri, JobSet, Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp and so on. So these are the sources of external recruitment. So when the recruitment is done within the organization, that is internal sources. When the recruitment is done from outside the organization, that is external sources. Okay, thank you.